Hello to anybody who is going to be watching this video. This one isn't actually a topic video. I'm just wanting to kind of just talk for a few minutes. I'm not going to hopefully edit this too much or at all because I really just want this kind of be just me talking. I've only put out a few videos so far, and I've got a whole list of ones that I want to talk about my industry. And I've gotten really, really positive feedback, and I appreciate everybody's comments on it. And it's this whole thing's just really scary. And I'll tell you what, my hat's off to anybody out there that puts themselves out here like this. And I don't know about everybody else, but me, I nitpick every little thing. I watch the videos and I correct things, and I don't like this about the background, or I don't like this about the lighting, and I don't like this about my makeup or my hair. Do I really sound that way? And anyways, it's just, I really appreciate everybody's positive comments. I'm looking forward to putting out more videos. It's one of those things that even getting up here to doing one video at a time is just almost terrifying for me. And I didn't do it last weekend because I just had too many things on my plate. So I'm doing this after work now, and just like stopping and putting on my makeup. Because on the regular, I don't bother because I work at this little desk right here and nobody sees me but my man, and he really doesn't care if I put on makeup during the day. So just stopping long enough to put on makeup and figure out what shirt I'm going to wear and, just get all this going. It's kind of an endeavor. So anyways, I'm hoping that I get better at it. I'm hoping that each video does get a little bit better on the way it looks, on the way it's presented. I hope the content is really good for everybody. I'm just really excited about doing this. And even though it's terrifying me, just the little steps of things that I've learned since I first started, I'm really, really enjoying. So hopefully this all goes well in the end, and I get some stuff out there that everybody will enjoy and like and find useful in this industry. This industry is just crazy, all the stuff that goes on. Speaking of which, one thing I am going to start doing is, my guy, whenever he watched my last video, he was like, yeah, the lighting's good and you look good and the voice sounds good and everything's good, but the topics are like really boring. And I go, well, it's kind of the topic I have because it's the industry I'm in. But he's like, if you're in it, I could see it, or if you're, it's just a little dry and it's a little boring. So I'm trying to balance out giving the information very professionally and giving you guys information that's going to be just non-triggering. I mean, some of these stuff that I'm going to talk about is like, okay, don't do this, don't be stupid, don't do whatever. And I don't want to come off as mean or abrasive. And believe me, sometimes these files make us want to pull at our hair and scream. But I want it to be fun to learn. I don't want it to be dry and boring the way he says it kind of is. So I'm going to try to liven up a little bit. My loan officers out there know that I have a lot of different ways I explain things to people, and the way it just makes it a little bit easier to digest. But that's whenever I'm on the phone with people and I know it's not going to be heard and reheard and picked apart. And anyways, I know I'm just kind of just droning on, but I'm going to try to make the topics a little bit more interesting without getting too far off into no man's land. So any comments that you have on you'd like to see something presented a little bit differently, or better yet, one thing I do want to do is I want to talk about stories, different topics. I want to try to give you an example of why something was a problem or what could be a problem. And I've got tons of them in my head after 20 years of being a contract processor, and even before that being a real estate agent. But I know a lot of my loan officers out there, and hopefully realtors that eventually watch this channel, if everybody actually tries to watch this later on. I hope that I can get to a point where maybe other people will start writing me in stories, and then I can read them and we can talk about them. Just crazy things that happen, maybe funny, maybe tragic, maybe a cautionary tale of, hey, don't do this. This is kind of a problem. Because even after as long as I've been doing this, I still come across things that I go, well, that's never happened before. And with different changes of technology and the way people work, things keep coming up because we keep evolving on how we live. Therefore, the mortgage industry has to evolve on how we underwrite you, the guidelines. And sometimes they're behind the curve. They're not up on things as they happen because it takes a long time to get those things changed. So anyways, I'm going to try to start putting in some stories of different things that happen on the topic that I'm discussing. But eventually I would love if people could write me in some things so that way I can discuss them on the channel. So anyways, that's it. That's my rant. And so now I'll actually get into the topic. Thanks so much for listening. Bye.